We'll call the meeting to order. If you could stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which is one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. We'll start with the consent agenda. Items listed below are considered routine and non-controversial by the city. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless requested by a council member, staff, or citizen. If removed, the item will be discussed at the end of the regular agenda. Item A, approval of minutes. Approve the minutes of the following. City Council work session January 20th, 2026. City Council regular meeting January 20th, 2026. Item B, Resolution R-26-04, Drinking Water Revolving Fund. Adopt Resolution R-26-04, authorizing the submission of an application to the Minnesota Public Facilities Authority for a loan and/or grant from the Drinking Water Revolving Fund for a lead service line replacement project. Item C, Operations and Maintenance Adjustment, People's Service Incorporated. Authorize the mayor to execute the annual letter of adjustment with an increase of 3.4% to the operation and maintenance agreement with People's Service Incorporated, effective May 1, 2026, for operations and maintenance of the wastewater treatment facility. Item D, 2025 Audit Agreement Amendment. Authorize the mayor to execute an amendment agreement with Conway, Duth, and Schmeising, PLLP, to conduct a single audit in the amount of $5,000 for the year ending December 31st, 2025, for a total gross audit fee not to exceed $48,500. Item F, Winsted Fire Hall Pest Control Agreement. Authorize the city administrator and fire chief to execute a quote and agreement with Plunkett's Pest Control to provide pest control services at the Winsted Fire Hall for an amount not to exceed $1,020 per year. Item G, Maintenance Agreement, Dulcet Fountains. Authorize the city administrator to execute a maintenance agreement, option number 1, with Dulcet Fountains to provide services for the Winsted Lake Fountain in 2026 for an amount not to exceed $3,398. Item H, Public Works Department mower acquisition. Authorize the city administrator to execute a quote from RecTech Sales and Service for the purchase of a Laser Z 96-inch diesel mower per state bid for an amount not to exceed $45,759. Item I, Farm Lease Agreement, Barfnick Farm LLC. Authorize the mayor to execute a land lease with Barfnick Farm LLC to farm approximately 5.33 acres of land adjacent to the wastewater treatment facility in the amount of $1,066 and expiring December 31st, 2026. Item J, Dance Permit. The Blue Note. Approve a dance permit for the Blue Note Ballroom, 320 3rd Street South, for the pre-Winstock Rumble event on Saturday, April 18th, 2026. Item K, Winsted Arts Council, Mill Reserve Park. Authorize the Winsted Arts Council to conduct 4 music events and have food trucks available at Mill Reserve Park on July 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th, 2026, and waive any applicable permits or fees for the use of the park on those dates. Item L, Resolution R-26-05, Winsted Volunteer Fire Department donation. Adopt Resolution R-26-05, accepting a donation from Mr. Michael Nathy to be dedicated to the Winsted Volunteer Fire Department Capital Improvement Fund. Item M, Security Bank and Trust Company Pledge Securities. Approve the pledge securities that Security Bank and Trust Company has purchased for the city of Winsted for the month of February 2026. Item N, Building Permit Report, February 2026. Approve the building permit report for the month of February 2026. Item O, Financial Report, January 2026. Approve the financial report for the month of January 2026. Item P, Claims. Approve the claims list for March 17th, 2026. That is the consent agenda. I would entertain a motion.
Mr. Mayor, a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented, and I abstain from voting on item M.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. No public hearings, no old business, new business. Item A, Winston Municipal Airport multi-bay hangar construction. Hale?
Okay, as you are aware, we've been working on this project for a little while here, and as far as having a city-owned hangar at the airport, this will allow us to generate some income up there, and I will turn it over to Josh for the specifics.
Thank you, Neil. Mr. Mayor, members of the council. So, as Neil mentioned, we're working on obtaining bids for a 3-unit hangar, and the alternate bid would be for the 4th unit. So that's what would be advertised for bids. Those units are about approximately 50 by 40 feet each. We would be advertising for bids and opening bids on April 9th, awarding on April 21st. We would then submit the grant paperwork and look at starting construction in the August timeframe if everything was to kind of move forward without any hiccups. Looking at completion of the hangar units in that May-June of 2027 timeframe. So that's when they'll be coming online for those to use, and including, or in addition to the hangar units themselves, there'll be some concrete apron work, site grading, and some miscellaneous turf restoration work that needs to be done. No major extension of taxiways or lanes are necessary for this project. We currently have some space that we can construct these at. So again, what we're looking for, we're requesting approval of the plans and specifications and to receive authorization to advertise for the multi-bay hangar construction project.
You have anything to add? No? Anyone have any questions?
I do.
Okay.
Do we have a current waiting list that
We do, actually. We have 4 that have reached out so far.
we're not just throwing
Right.
this out there to see what happens? We actually have a
Yep,
demand.
we do. Yep.
And
There's some grant money
Yeah.
too, right?
Yep, I was going to mention that, Matt. So the 2.5% local share. So that 97.5% comes in from the FAA and MnDOT.
We should be able to recoup the city portion in approximately 2 years, a little bit under. So. If everything's fully rented, of course.
A side note, where are we at with inspections? When is that going to start?
April, we're looking at April 2nd Wednesday, looking at the 3rd Thursday and 4th Monday, I believe.
I have one more question.
Mhm.
So when he gets his bids back and say this approves, can we get a reservation list where, people could put a deposit down to hold that?
I would imagine we can.
I think so.
I don't know that
Okay.
there'd be anything, when we do anything out there, it's kind of what's FAA approved.
Sure.
So I would just have to double check that. But
Yeah, I think we could do a refundable deposit, but we should double check rules.
that's a good idea.
Okay. Entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve plans and specifications to authorize Bolton and Mink Incorporated to advertise for bids for the construction of a multi-bay hangar at the Winston Municipal Airport, 10D.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Josh, before you go real quick, when are you looking to put this on?
It'll be on next week, starting next week, advertised.
Item B, under new business, Public Works Building boiler purchase and installation.
Unfortunately, our boiler went out yesterday at the Public Works Building. We couldn't have made it a few more days here. It's 20 years old, approximately. Lived a good life. We can fix it for approximately $10,500, or we can purchase a new one for $19,896. The city staff recommendation is to purchase the new boiler.
Did they give you some type of an indication that the repair wouldn't last very long?
They did not give that. It just gave me the indication that's very expensive.
Did you say city staff or the repair staff?
City staff. Of my three options, that would be
Okay. What does the expert say? The repair person? Did they?
they say get a new one as well.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
That's what led to it, I guess, in discussions with
Gotcha.
them.
You deferred to their expertise rather than your own.
Mine is lacking in that department.
Shocking.
Yes.
We entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to authorize the city administrator to execute proposal number AN-2026-035 from Schwickert's Tecta America for the purchase and installation of a Lochinvar high-efficiency boiler at the Public Works Building for an amount not to exceed $19,896.
A motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
Did they, when can it be installed?
It should
We
be
don't-
1 to 3 days.
Okay.
Jesse, I should touch base on that. I did contact a local contractor as well for this, and that was his recommendation as well. He's the one that put in the original system. So,
Thank you.
mhm.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Come to the portion of our program, Open Forum. Open Forum provides residents with the opportunity to address an issue that is not on the agenda with the City Council. City Council will not take official action on items discussed during Open Forum, except to refer items to staff for future reports or follow-through. If you wish to address the City Council, please state your name, address, and topic that you wish to discuss. Speakers will be limited to 5 minutes to discuss an issue, and the mayor will limit discussion on any one topic to a maximum of 10 minutes. Do we have anyone that would like to come up and address the council? Apparently not. City administrator update and announcement.
I don't have a lot, other than I know the part-time and our public works staff have been working hard to try to keep up with the storms here recently. So their hours have been a bit odd, just so you're aware of that. Trying to keep the costs in line there as well. But been doing a good job getting in early and taking care of business for us. The pavilion is currently open for bidding. So I'll see what we can get back, hopefully some low bids for that. And we have a planning and zoning meeting on March 30th for the approval or potential approval of a new parking lot for Milliburn Manufacturing.
Okay. Tom?
Of nothing.
Matt?
I have nothing.
Jesse? Julie?
I'm good.
I'd like to take a moment to thank Pam Feeke for sending a nice letter to the council, thanking us for providing her with a license for her 501c, the Fishing with the Bunny and the Chicken Bingo. So we'll pass that along for all to look at. Thank Pam for sending that note. Not needed, but much appreciated. With that, we'll call for a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
We're adjourned.